Today we are going to look at the differences between observations and inferences using something known as the boy in the water image. Before we get to that image, I want to break down observations and inferences so that you can understand what each one is and why they are important in science in pretty much everything that we're going to be doing throughout the year. First, an observation is something you use your five senses to observe. You can see it, you can touch it, you can hear it, taste it, or smell it. So if it's anything that falls under one of those five categories, that is an observation. I see the color of the car was red, or I heard the fire truck sirens coming down the road. Those would be examples of observations. We are going to make lots of observations in every experiment and lab that we do in science. Observations are very important. Now compare that to an inference, which an inference is kind of going a little bit above what you observe with your senses and kind of reading between the lines. An example of that would be if after a storm you see that there's a tree laying down across the road. You could use your background knowledge to kind of make an guess that maybe it got struck by lightning or maybe strong winds came and knocked the tree over. You don't know for 100% certainty what happened, but it is a logical conclusion based on what you observe. Now, what I want you to do with your shoulder partner, I want you to look at the following image. I want you and your partner to come up with 3 observations and 3 inferences based on this image. Now, to make this a little bit easy for you, you can pause this screencast when you're discussing with your partner. Also, if you're not 100% sure or if you're not 100% comfortable with what an observation and an inference is, you can go back to the previous 2 slides to kind of review that information. I'll give you a few minutes to look at this image, then we will have some groups share and discuss as a class.